So the Republican Party really is high on their own supply. An individual, a Republican by the name of Chris Sununu, with a last name like that, you need to just retire. Sununu? Where do these animals come from? Where do these barnyard filth come from? Where do these MAGA creatures spawn from? Who's summoning these demons? Seriously, Chris Sununu. What the f does that name even mean? Chris Sununu, apparently. Chris Sununu, the former Republican governor of New Hampshire, suggested Americans would absolutely accept ending Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security, along with increasing the retirement age beyond 67 in order to slash the national debt. Let's watch the clip. Let's watch the clip here, okay?
You can't do what Elon is saying he's doing without touching the people. You can't do what Elon is saying he's doing without touching the programs that American people don't want to get touched. And yet,
no, Congress doesn't want them to get touched. Americans will accept it.
Americans will accept
Absolutely.
Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security.
Some adjustments? Absolutely.
What are those adjustments? Then that's the second part. What are those adjustments?
Let's move the retirement age. Just moving the retirement. 62
that's
or 64, whatever it is. That's insane.
67. Just for
no young person thinks that retirement should be in the mid 60s or 67. No young people.
I mean, it was raised.
I like to think I'm young. People.
Notice how when she asked him, what changes do you want to make? He doesn't address cutting Medicare, Medicaid, or Social Security. He jumps to the retirement age and says no young person wants to retire at 62. They want to retire in their 70s. They want to be at the door of death. They want to be stumbling and bumbling like Biden or dancing like a fool like Trump. And that's when they want to retire. What? After watching what being 70-something did to Biden, no thank you. I don't want my retirement age to be 70-something. I might not even be coherent at that age. What are we talking about? Republicans, honest to God, really are demons. They really are demons. Instead of actually addressing what she said, what kind of changes are you talking about? What edits are you talking about? He jumps over the conversation, which just cuts to Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security, and jumps to the retirement age. Americans do not want to work until they are a senior citizen who can barely function. People want to retire and live a little. God forbid. God forbid all the endless hours you put in and day out working jobs you hate, seeing people you don't like, dealing with shit you don't want to do. God forbid that ends in a enjoyable retirement. The Republican Party is a party that is built around this cult of wealth, a cult of status, a cult of aristocracy, and this worship of monarchy. They genuinely want an underclass of plebeian serfs to work until they die. To work until they die. That is why he sits there and insinuates that Americans would take a hit. They'd take a hit. No, they wouldn't. No, they would not. And you know that. You know that. You're hoping, you're betting, you're hoping that when you make these cuts, no one notices. You're hoping that when you do these things, no one sees what's going on. No one notices the evil, insane scheme the Republicans are plotting. You're hoping that most Americans pay zero attention to what you fools are up to. But people are paying attention. You all refuse to give up power. You are incredibly disrespectful at every town hall you do. You are incredibly disrespectful. You dismiss the concerns of your constituents. And you think after 8 years of that, because they're calling for a third Trump term, you think after 8 years of this hell, Americans are going to sit there with a smile on their face? Some of your supporters will support it, but the vast majority of Americans are going to notice that something is wrong. You're not going to be able to get away with this forever. It's funny because like I was driving on the way to the gym and I was listening to like counterpoints and like Dylan Burns talking about Trump supporters and like how like Republican politicians seem pretty autistic. And I thought to myself, like, maybe there is some semblance, maybe it's not autism, but maybe there is some semblance of like, they really are like unable to understand other people. But it's not even autism. It's like they surrender any and all empathy, and they surrender any and all acknowledgement of reality in favor of this fantastical world in which the masses want to work to death. The plebs, they want to serve us. They just don't know it yet. And with our guidance and our leadership, they will know their place. That's basically what we're hearing from these people. The American people would love to work until they die while watching the Vance family and the Trump family hoard all this wealth, and watching the Musk family pilfer and plunder. And they would love to watch a small group of elites become dynastic rulers while, you know, the masses fade further and further into endless poverty and you know, dilapidated society. They just don't know it yet. But we will guide them to such understanding. We will guide them to understanding how great this is. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. Cray cray. Cray cray. Say, bro, I can't live like this, man. I can't. Every day I wake up, it's a new evil scheme from these, like, cartoon characters, bro. Like, every day, bro. It's crazy. The kids, bro, that don't, like kids born in, like, the 40s, the 30s or 40s, because, yeah, we're getting up there in the century now, where the decades start, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s. Yep, we're getting up there. Kids in the 30s and the 40s are going to be like, it was bullshit every day? They were acting crazy every day? Why would they do that? I don't know, little nigga. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. I don't know why they did it. I don't know. These people are crazy. They're going to be like, they were that stupid every day? They were that retarded every day? It would seem so, little nigga. It would seem so. It would seem so. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Chris Sununu, like, hey, bro, like, bro, I can't with this shit, bro. Like, Satan, come get your children, please. Come get these Republicans. Please and thank you.